Hey!
Hi! This is Tony in Texas. Mike and I over here, we were having a conversation, and he was telling me about this one certain religion that when you pray, you're praying with your nose up somebody's butt, and he managed to wander off onto the topic of flatulence. Mike, would you care to explain?
Yes, I'd like to displace my mother's theory about flatulence in a car.
What do you mean flatulence? That's not the word you used when you were talking to me.
Well, I was talking about my mother flatulating, Tony. I wasn't going to...
Sorry.
All right, well, okay, when my mother farts, when she used to...
Your mother, our mothers don't fart, they flatulate.
That's right,
my
mother...
fart and we fart, but not our mothers.
That's right. Well, when my mother used to flatulate in the car, she would make it so it didn't sound like anything. And then if it smelled...
Wait a minute. You remember back then when your mother was passing wind?
She was a big flatulator.
Wait, so these are your childhood memories?
This is how I remember my mother.
Passing wind in the car?
That's right. We used to take a lot of...
Did you and the dog fight for who was going to stick their head out the window?
No. My father kept the windows locked in case he farted. My father would rock you.
So in other words, you come from a family who was not selfish with their flatulence.
No, my father...
Make sure you shared it with one another.
That's right. My father would lock the electric windows, and you sat there and liked it. He was like that.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. But when my mother... See, we used to take these long rides to see my grandmother in New Jersey, in Plainfield.
Did she have a methane problem also?
Grandma, she used to fart too, but she used to let it go.
Yeah, you know something? How could you tell in New Jersey? The whole state stinks.
Right, well, on the ride there, it took an hour to get there. My mother would let one go, but she didn't make it smell. So if you was in the back and you let one go, you would try to hide the sound too. So everybody that didn't fart would smell it, but you two would be sitting there enjoying it, because if you don't know it's not your fart, this was my mother's theory. This isn't my theory. She says, as long as you don't know it's not yours, you could sit there and enjoy it. I mean, that's how Mom...
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
So you and your mother had conversations on flatulence and methane gas being passed by one another, right?
My mother was very open. She had a...
I'm sorry.
She had an
with the windows.
If my mother... If you farted and she farted and you didn't make any sounds... The other two people would be dying, because my father wouldn't roll the windows down in case he let one loose too. He wouldn't want no fresh air in the car. And my brother, he didn't fart. He burped. But so if two people fart and it's silent but deadly, you two could enjoy it, but the other two people are screwed. And that's like when you go and you pray, if you're on your knees praying and you have your head stuck up somebody else's ass, it's the same thing. Because it's wafting, it's kind of like wafting from downwind, and then God is allowing you to enjoy the fart, not...
So this is your analysis of flatulence.
No, this is
silent or being... What about it? They're both noisy ones.
Then, well, you have to talk to my mother about that. She had her own theory about that. You just sit there and like it, or just, don't like it, but that's your problem, she would say. My mother was very strict when it came to...
Thank you very much for sharing with us.
Well, okay, Tony.
Your analysis on flatulating. Now, what about that camera of yours?
The camera? The camera takes perfect pictures.
No, your usual ending.
Oh, the camera. That's right, folks. You know who this is. This is Michael Fazio from Key Largo telling you just why my mother thought the way she did was... something that you'd have to have an expanded consciousness for. And I need to get a bigger camera.